This is something I've been toying around the idea with for a while. Hey Skittles. Um I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, hi buddy, that I have anxiety disorder, attention deficit disorder, and depression. And I kind of want to explain what it feels like to be in my head. So it's kind of like, particularly with the ADD, I have 100 dogs being trained to be service dogs, and hi Skittles. And the person training them is a toddler. Let's say 3 of those 100 dogs are actually, focused and, you know, real world would be good candidates for being service dogs. And the other 97 dogs are, a lot of them are playful, a lot of them are kind of loners, a lot of them are, I wouldn't say mean, but they're not the friendliest. And you have the toddler trying to wrangle and train all 100 of them. You have the 3 dogs that are focused, that are confident, that are, if I say obedient, that sounds wrong in my brain, but I guess, for lack of a better word, obedient. Those 3 dogs are very easily drowned out by these loud, playful, interrupting dogs, and this poor toddler who's training them is very easily overwhelmed. Sometimes the dogs fight, and sometimes the dogs are quiet. When those 97 dogs are quiet, the 3 focused dogs can actually work, and the toddler can actually, function. But most of the time, the toddler who's giving the commands is drowned out by barking of the other 97 dogs. And so those 3 dogs can't hear the toddler, and therefore are unable to respond to the commands. And that's kind of what in my brain is a good way to explain what ADD is like. And anxiety. The depression, not so much. Now, depression is more, let's say, depressive disorder, which is what I have, is more than just feeling sad. You can, I guess, I'm no expert on it, but the way I'm understanding it, at least, you could feasibly have depressive disorder without the feeling of sadness, so much. I mean, we all feel sad, so. But depressive disorder is lacking motivation. It's a lot of fatigue. A lot of, at least for me, brain fart. There we go. Those 3 dogs can't hear commands right now. Okay. I mean, yeah, of course, the feelings of sadness, but I mean, in my personal experiences with my depressive disorder, it's been amplified feelings of sadness in moments where feelings of sadness are kind of to be expected. And when I get in a depressed state like that, I have very little energy. Oh, I mean, that's that's nothing really new for me. I suffer from chronic fatigue anyway. That's a story for a different time. But there's like notable lack of motivation and just kind of wanting to retreat into my own little shell a lot. And to get back to the toddler with the 100 dogs, that's the toddler just kind of hunkering down with the 3 dogs while the other 97 dogs are all fighting, basically. Or maybe that's the anxiety. I'm not really too sure. But that's basically it. And I want to clarify, I was diagnosed, this was before they lumped ADD and ADHD together. I was diagnosed with attention deficit disorder. I never had the hyperactivity. At the time of diagnosis, I was very young. I think I was 6 or 7. I was diagnosed with anxiety disorder and ADD right about the same time. And like I said, at the time of diagnosis, I didn't have the hyperactivity, and I never really did develop it, save for a very brief period. I think it was no, it was definitely fifth or sixth grade, but that was not really related to. That wasn't caused by the ADD. It was a rebound effect caused by the ADD medication that I was taking at the time, uh, Ritalin, which is amphetamine. That is what it is, right? I think, or maybe that was Adderall. They might be the same thing. I don't really. I don't remember. It's been quite a few years since I was on either of those. But yeah, with the Ritalin, it was kind of a scary thing. But that's again another story for another time. Basically, I don't have ADHD. I have ADD. That's just to clarify. Not really sure where I was going with this. I didn't have a plan. Um, but I kind of hope that helps people understand sort of what attention deficit is like, kind of in the brain of someone who's lived with it for over 20 years now. Yeah. So that's basically it. Just had it in my brain and kind of needed to get it out before I forgot again. Um, but yeah, anyway, yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. But yeah, that's it. Bye.